The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check 20. 12. Hey, easy. Hey, turn it up. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
59.
Throwing on second and 8. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple, had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals, and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season, and one more for good measure in the playoffs. Keith Kirkwood's future is bright.
Hey, easy. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, wahoo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. So we got
Breeze now on first down. Allen's got it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike's 54. 54. Mike 50.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 4.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check three. Easy, opposite. Hey, high 7. Hey, easy. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day. 13. Every day. Any day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want it. Hey, Charlie.
Again, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Yellow waiting. Check 53's Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 53's the Mike. 53. Let's put him on the bus. Hey, Alpha. Put that team on the bus. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Here we go. Motion to the backfield.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Hey, easy. Easy.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Slam. 11. Under 10. 10. Hey, team 6. 51. Down. 53. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 59. Ready. Give me that ball, defense. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Wait. Switch.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's got Smith here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Give him 55 yards on the ground. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready. Check 99. Blue draw, Corker. Slam.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Deuce. 22 is coming. 22, let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Sammy! Big stop, D. Big
Throwing now is Breeze. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check 280. Check 53. Got to do better.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Check. Check.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Check.
On second down, it's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s, their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was the reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield, here's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Room to run past midfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. You must be treated. 51, sub. Under crunch.
From the gun, Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Check. 20.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
54, south. 51, south. Base. Got it.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that'll back him up 5.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
21. Jumper. 25 tonight. 47. Check 51. 25 tonight.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52. 59's Mike. You kill. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey, Delta. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mike's 54. Man out.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Check. Ready to go.
Coleman. And some room to work. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Check 15.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
0-2.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Kill.
On play action, it's Breeze. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch gears.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You ready?
Third down and 7.
Hey, keep it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They will run again with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you. Kill. Five. Kill. Shit. 58.
Here's Coleman on the toss. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
21.
Now Ryan on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We got this.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gun. 50. Wild Bill. Hey, check my 50.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
53.
Now Breeze again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.